The president on Monday referenced Tom Mboya's book Freedom and After and his collection of speeches published under the title The Challenge of Nationhood in making a case for constitutional reforms in the country.
50 years ago, Mboya warned Kenyans against constitutional rigidity. As I have already mentioned, he told us that a constitution is not an end in itself. It is a means to a greater end. It is a living document. And if certain elements of the Constitution outlive their historical purposes, they become a cancer. They must be removed, or they will infect the good elements of the mother law.
The head of state noting that it was time for Kenya to come up with new economic and political visions to prepare the nation for the great leap forward.
I am already discerning a constitutional moment. And I want to be clear, not a moment to replace the 2010 Constitution, but one to improve on it. A moment that will right what we didn't get correct in 2010.
Speaking at State House, where he led the nation in marking the 57th Madaraka Day, the head of state regretted the divisive nature of Kenyan politics and pitched for a recalibration of the country's political architecture.
The constitutional moment that I discern is one that will bring an end to the senseless cycles of violence that we have experienced in every election cycle since 1992. And one that will deepen our democratic credentials as a country and lead to a much more inclusive society, which I do believe was the intention of the framers of the 2010 Constitution.
The president called on Kenyans to craft the Kenya's new dream and prepare for rejuvenation in order to finish what Kenya's founding fathers had started, even as he noted that a lot has been achieved since he took over the reign of power 7 years ago. In this quest, the president said through his transformative agenda for the nation, the Big Four agenda, Kenya will foster development in the areas of infrastructure, universal healthcare program, and land ownership.
We take pride in this, not because we are better, but because we have to finish the business of our founding fathers in order to envision a new dream. And we take cognizance that we too shall not finish, but we shall also leave a foundation for future leaders to continue.
Deputy President William Ruto, who was in attendance, assured President Kenyatta of his support in the execution of his development aspirations for the country.
I'm confident that under your leadership, we will have a new normal and Kenya will move into the future the way we have overcome our challenges in the past.
The clamor to change the 2010 Constitution recently gathered pace and is currently premised on the Building Bridges initiative, whose task force is expected to release a final draft report on recommendations on areas that need amendments. Monday's celebrations were the first to be held at State House. The event was initially scheduled to be held in Kisii, but because of travel restrictions put in place to control the spread of COVID-19, it was held in Nairobi. Beatrice Gatonyangetich, Channel 1 News.